What up, YouTube? It's Michael, aka Mr. Drake Visuals, the co-founder of the credit team. Now, after starting a $1 million credit repair business, and after helping over 1 million people with their credit, I decided to start this channel so I can, kind of talk about credit and anything that goes along with it. There will be some money making stuff in here, but most likely, I will be reacting to some stuff and telling y'all, how it really goes in business. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started.
All right, this is how I started Airbnb. I'm going to leave this video 60 seconds just to show how simple it really is. So the first thing I did was I got a storage unit and I started filling it up with furniture and all the household items that I was going to need. Then I used AirDNA to do my research of properties in the area to see which property was going to make me the most money. Then I reached out to those landlords, probably 20 to 30 a day, until I got my first yes. And then once I got my first yes, I immediately moved in.
All right, y'all. What I did was I stopped it in the middle so I can kind of talk about something she said in the beginning. Starting an Airbnb, she went on AirDNA. That is actually a good site. And one thing I really want to talk about is how she says she reached out to 30 people a day. Most people, when they're in the Airbnb industry or whatever, a lot of people trying to look for what we call passive income. It's like, I know we know what passive income is, but just to make sure that everybody on the same page, most people want a return on their money. Now, when you get a return on your money, you shouldn't be expecting that much if you're going straight passive off the jump, right? So what she did, I'm guessing, is she doesn't want to just make a percentage of her income. She probably want to double her income. So she bought the furniture, let it sit. She reached out to 30 homeowners. I'm pretty sure a lot of these people, or leasing companies, I'm pretty sure a lot of these people said yes, but in order to get the special one she wants, she went on AirDNA to try to find like the best bang for her buck. Okay, so if you are trying to create something that's super passive, like you don't got to do nothing, I wouldn't listen to her advice. But if you're trying to really start a business, grow a business, own a business, then her advice sounds good so far. Let's listen to what else she got to say.
Moved in, set up the Wi-Fi, utilities, started building everything, and then I found my cleaners on Turno. That's Turno, and then listed the place and literally just started watching the money roll in. I was only 19 years old when I began this, and it's really something that anyone can do. So if you're interested, the e-course in my bio can teach you how to get started.
Okay, she got an e-course. Now, when she said a lot of money, we got to understand, like, when you were 19, what was a lot of money, right? Versus the time that you got to spend on the things you're doing, like, and she calls it turnover. So I'm pretty sure she's probably still 19 or 20, because it was turnover B&B. That's where we used to find our cleaners, and I guess they did the little name change or branding change. I don't know when that came about, but it was definitely turnover B&B, or maybe she might be using a whole nother app. I don't know, right? So, she's telling you how to, I guess, the glitz and glamour of the industries that she's in, right? And I don't think it's only 60 seconds, so she probably can't really talk too much into like the day-to-day of the business, but they do have comments on the side. I'm going to try to screenshot, I guess, these and then place them within the video as I'm talking about them. All right. Somebody said, can you please talk about what your script or what you said to the landlords? Thanks. Something. I don't know how to. Okay. Somebody said yes. And I also like to know, at this point, you got to do what you got to do. What? I guess. Somebody said no. Somebody said this is my last straw. And then somebody posted her Instagram or maybe more videos. I don't know. I guess she probably got some script or something that she used. Somebody says AirDNA is the best. Somebody said, how much do you need to start? She said 5K plus. Somebody said apartments or homes. She said either. All right. How do you sign or finalize it? She said go back to her thingy, her page. And somebody said DM this other guy. All right. I own my Airbnb, but do you have any tips to increase booking? I need help. Now, this is a person that probably have to pay for mentorship right now. If you got your own Airbnb and it's suffering, you probably have to have somebody to help you, because starting it by yourself is hard. I ain't gonna lie. All right, let's see what tips she got for her as we screenshot. All right. She need help with her Airbnb. I own my own Airbnb, but do you have tips to increase booking? I need help. Now, this is the hardest part about Airbnb and why people sell courses, because the market volatility ain't up to you, right? It depends on what area you in. It depends on, the weather. It depends on new listings in your area and stuff like that. Price changes. Like if somebody owns a bunch of Airbnbs and they take their price all the way down, it can affect you. There's a lot of stuff that goes in pricing with your Airbnb or trying to increase that rate. But in my expert opinion, I made 6 figures off Airbnb. Probably could have made $1 million off Airbnb if I took it serious. It's all about the pictures. All about the picture, right? If you have a really good first 5 pictures, so that big picture and then those little ones that go under it, yeah, you can win over some people. Just get them angles and probably get some people in those shots too. You never know. It's a little different. All right. It says, what have you done so far to try to increase them? I have a few videos on how to do this. So hey, yes, you already made those videos. She says, I lower my prices during the weekdays, which is good advice. And as the days get closer to the current week, I drop it even more. My rating is 9.2, but it's hard to get it filled in. Okay. So she's gonna need something that automates your pricing based upon events that coming in. I had something like that. I forgot the name of it. So what it did was, for $10 a month, I can plug my Airbnb stuff into this, I guess, algorithm, and it'll change my pricing by whatever day it is. So weekdays, I had a set price, and then on the weekends, I let it go to change along with the changes in the hotel. It changes money by analyzing what the hotels are already offering for that week or something like that. It's like a hospitality app. All right. She said, try taking away your cleaning fee and adding it to the nightly rate. This way it seems like there are no fees, but you still get paid the same. I wouldn't do that unless I stretch it across a couple of days, because just think about it. If somebody sees your room for $200 or $250 a night, and then another one for $200 a night, they're more likely to click on that one that says 200, unless she does like a minimum booking. So I guess if you scratch it out over 3 days, you can put on that first picture no cleaning fees, and then if that's on that first picture, you good. All right. It's saying I can't tag you in the videos. I guess they're trying to just politic now. All right. Well, I mean, that's it for this video. She's talking about how she started. Let's give the owner a little bit of credit. I'm gonna drop it down below for owner credits. I actually want to see another video with her talking about something regarding Airbnb to see how she's helping people. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, she on the Airbnb. Like, how much she making? Like, what happens though? There's a lot of people don't make money off Airbnb. I'm gonna be a buck with you, because their cleaners make money, but they gotta hire the cleaners, right? So if a cleaner charges you 150 and then you don't account for it inside of your fees, yeah, you could be losing money. So hypothetically, this is what happened to me. I had my prices set for, let's say, $75 to $100 for every weekday, and my property went on book, so I lowered the price to get people in, and then charge additional on my cleaning fees, so I can try to manufacture some money coming in, because it was a slow month. Now, when you take out the rent and stuff, that's when like, hey, I made 6 figures, but you paid what $2,400, what $24,000 in rent, and then you paid an additional $30,000 in cleaning fees to your cleaners. So although you did make 100, you didn't keep most of it, and then you had to pay off all that debt you got into when you had started your Airbnb. This is dangerous. Just so everybody know. Uh-oh. 3 years ago, I'm sorry, this is I'm gonna have to block this. I don't know if the music is copyrighted or not. 3 years ago, I became an Airbnb host at 19 years old. Now I make 3 to 7K a month with just one of my properties that I don't own. Anyone can begin even with poor credit and no money. Yeah, she's right. But I would like to know why she said one of her properties. Like, she could have just said, hey, I make X amount of dollars on all my properties. So it's like, okay, so is this one the only one doing good? I don't know. Now, most people find themselves in this situation too. Actually, I did. I had 2 Miami properties and 1 property in Jacksonville. And what happened is the one in Jacksonville was doing so good, it was holding up the Miami property through the wintertime because Miami like finally got cold. And a lot of people wasn't going to Miami like that. So I had some regulars that I had to put in there to cover those cold months. So I would charge them a monthly rate.
So here's a credit tip that you should always know. Never pay off a negative item that has been reported to your credit report that has been sent to the collections. I'm telling you, you'll be wasting your money doing it. First, you want to challenge their debt. You want to make sure they're able and legally can collect the debt from you, can collect this money from you. Creditor has so.
If you're being held hostage, blink twice. Why she look like that? I ain't gonna lie. Let me see. I don't know why she looked like that, but she looked like she's like, maybe she's reading from a script. She had her glasses on the whole time?
Your
I'm
debt to a
tripping.
collection agency so they can make a profit on it. So you want to make sure that they have their documentation in order to be able to even collect this debt from you. The agency that actually sold your debt to the collection agency, they have forfeit the right to even collect any money from you from this point forward when they sent it. So you don't owe them. Like, you need to challenge this debt. So there are ways that you can get this removed off your credit report. So what you want to do is you want to ask the collector to send you the original document with your signature on there, signing for that debt. If they cannot send you those documents, they cannot collect. It's by law. It's the law. And plus, sending a bill is not verifying a debt. They will do this with the quickness. They will send a bill and say, this is trying to prove, saying this is proof that you owe the debt.
Okay. Yeah, she had glasses on the whole time. I'm tripping. All right. Um yes and no again with the credit tips. Most of the time your debt that's being sold, you sign something and they probably got it and send it over they're not gonna send the original copy. Who has the original copy of anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, they scan that stuff over. And most of the time you probably sign something on a computer. So there's no wet signature that these people are talking about. All they have is, you have the property, unless it's a credit card or a loan. You have the property, I have the note, and then I'm gonna sell it to whoever, junk debt buyer or whatever, right? Is it illegal for them to sell it? No. There's laws. There are literally laws of how debt collection companies can communicate with you. So if it was illegal to collect on a debt, why would they have a law on how they should collect? You know what I'm saying? But she's right. This is one of those situations where if it works, it's right. So she probably asked, hey, let me get those original documents. Somebody couldn't provide the original documents. So now she probably got it deleted somehow. Us, if you got a debt collector on your credit report, we just going to sue. Because we're going to ask for those documents. And you're like, hey, send me some documents to prove I owe a debt. And what happened is, in that chain of custody, when they sell this debt to multiple people, they could lose the original document. and she's 100% right. And they'll just send you over a bill, which is not enough. So if you don't got a lawyer, then I don't know how you will follow her advice, but her advice is good. It's just not the I don't know. You can go about it, I guess, the way she's talking about it, but I don't think she really said to dispute or nothing like that. She just said something about the original collector can't collect. All right, man. So with that being said, we don't wrap up the show. Hey, help a brother out by hitting a like or subscribe. Definitely down below, send me some stuff y'all want me to react to with my expertise. It could be business related. It can be, stuff about cars. I really want to just react to finance stuff and just keep it simple and keep it flowing and just have fun and rock out with you guys. Okay, so look out for the next episode and I'll see you on the other side of good credit. Peace.